In 2014, I discovered a new passion for me, which was a NAS, and I started doing some research, and at the time everybody was recommending to buy a Synology because they have all application for everything that you need, and it was way easier to use. Now lately UGREEN contacted me to ask me if I want a review unit, and I said yes. But just a small disclaimer, UGREEN did not pay me to make this video. All they did was just send a review unit, and I am completely free to say whatever I want about the product. And I will say it right now, UGREEN is 10 times much better than my Synology NAS will ever be, only because their applications and their software, they're so amazing compared to Synology. But they have one more thing that is literally mind-blowing for me, and that's the upgradability. So in today's video, let me show you how UGREEN DXP4800 Plus is the best NAS you can buy at the moment. First, let's talk about how you install the drives on this thing, and I can say right now it's super easy. All you have to do is just press a button here in the front, and then you just remove the case for the hard drive. You put the hard drive inside and you just put it back in, and that's it. Believe it or not, that's it. Now if you do want to install an Nvme, all you have to do on the back, there are some screws. You unscrew those things, then you have there the slots for the Nvme. Now on the right, how you can see, you have slots for memory RAM. If you do need memory RAM, you can manually upgrade this thing like a computer. It's literally amazing. Now with the DXP4800 Plus, you can get up to 136 terabytes of storage, and yes, I said that correctly, and up to 64 gigabytes of RAM in case you will need more RAM for your services or maybe virtual machines. And for me, this is, I think, one of the main features why you should buy the DXP 4800 Plus. The fact that you can upgrade it manually and make it more powerful than it was intended to be, it's a must for me. With my Synology, I get what I pay, and that's it. If I need more powerful one, I have to buy another one. With this one, you just unscrew it, put a memory RAM, and that's it. Yes, things like the processor will stay the same, but the fact that you can add memory RAM to this thing, it's amazing. And you can add Nvme drive as well. Now for those of you who ask why will I need more memory RAM, well, depending what you want to do. For example, if you want more application in Docker, or if you want to run a virtual machine, you will need to allocate virtual machine some RAM, and you need to allocate the apps on the Docker to make sure that they will all run properly. And the thing that you get this option with this thing is literally amazing. It just became my most favorite NAS on the planet. Now these things run UGOS or UGOS, if you want to call it like this, which starts from UGREEN OS. But you're not obligated to run UGREEN OS if you want to. You can simply uninstall it and install, I don't know, TrueNAS or Unraid or another operating system. They don't force you to use their operating system. You're not locked in. If you do want to uninstall it and install TrueNAS on it and get more control over your item, yes, you can do that. For them, I think the mentality is they buy our product, let them do whatever they want with it. And I really appreciate this, because in today's world, when companies want more money from you even after you sell the product, or you buy the product from them but you can't actually use it how you intended to use, you have to use it how they want. Apple, I'm looking at you. Synology, I'm looking at you. The fact that you get this freedom, it's amazing. You can set up TrueNAS how you will set it up on a normal computer and make it your own, using their software in a nice box, easy to put somewhere in the, in the house. 10 times better than what I was expecting. But because we did discuss a little bit about UGOS, let's talk about a little bit in more advanced thing. Now, when I did my original Synology review, I had one problem. I was using an iPhone, and I'm still using an iPhone right now. Now with iPhone, when I was taking a picture, I will use my NAS, to back up my pictures, my videos from my mobile phone and stuff like that, and make sure I will never lose them. Problem was, with iPhone, the application was closing down in the background, meaning that because the application was closing down in the background, it couldn't automatically update. So the auto update feature was kind of useless. I will have to open the application manually, and then I will have to wait for it to update, upload the pictures and videos, and then I can close it. And it was becoming a pain, because not all that I will not remember all the time to open the application and just stay there until it fully uploads. With this thing, I'm using an iPhone, and I don't have that problem. It literally updates every single thing faster than OneDrive. I use OneDrive for my pictures and video before I was getting it. it literally updates every single thing 10 times faster than on OneDrive. I don't understand how we can, probably because it's local, but even over the internet, I was living somewhere, I get home, yes, my pictures are all there. On OneDrive, sometimes I still have to open the app manually and it will appear like 100 and something pictures. Then I can close it, it will still do it in the background, but I never had a problem with UGREEN. The picture was always there, so I don't understand how they managed to make this always so amazing, how they managed to optimize their application so good, but it's literally for me, it's a must. You're not obligated to use an iPhone or an Android, I'm sorry. You can use an iPhone and you have the freedom. Yes, the limitation on iPhone is a little bit complicated, so probably that's why most of the companies, they will have problems, but I don't understand how you can manage to pass those problems, to bypass them, to whatever they did. Respect. They did an amazing job. Now let's talk about one of the features that I really love. Now for me, when you're getting from a service to another, I think the worst thing is for you to actually, transfer the things that you have from this service to the other service. And when I got the UGREEN NAS, I had problem where I was having question, how hard it will be to actually transfer my pictures from OneDrive, to UGREEN. And I couldn't believe what I was seeing, but let me show you what I have to do. Now, how you can see, this is the interface from UGREEN or UGOS, right? And where I want to go is Cloud Drive. This is the thing. So you go on the top here on my apps, and here you have Cloud Drive. Now, how you can see, I have already my one connection here, which is my OneDrive account that I was saying, that I have all my pictures and everything. So I can click on it, right? And then I will have all the tasks here. I can create a task and everything. I can upload to OneDrive or download to my NAS. Now, how do you think you will download all of your pictures, right? All of the things. Now, for me, it was super easy, and I love this option. I can't believe, I think every NAS should have this option. It's amazing. So how you can see, I have here download to NAS. So I select the file. Now I select what I want, and I will select multiple things because, I already have my picture with this one. So I will select multiple things here and this one, and I will click next. Now it will ask me where do I want to put all of those files. So let's create a new folder here. I'll call it delete because I probably won't need all of these ones, and I'll put it in delete. I will click confirm. You can check or close whatever you want. And how you can see on download here, I have all of these files, right? Now what will UGREEN do? UGREEN will download everything in the background, literally with no problem. So now I can just close this one, close the window if you want to, go to sleep, and everything will be downloaded to your drive from this one. How you can see, you already downloaded the thing. Now the problem is every single time when I open it, how you can see it looks like it's getting stuck, but if I click and go back, it's already on another item. So I think it's like a small bug here. Doesn't bother me so much. It's literally, they're doing their job. So as long as it's working, I don't care about the bugs. So how you can see, it's already downloading all of the things here. You don't need supervision. You don't need to do nothing. I can now go to sleep. In the morning, I'll have all of my pictures, all of my videos, every single thing that I asked to download from OneDrive, I'll have it on my UGREEN NAS. And once that one is finished, and how you can see here is downloading multiple ones. Now, if I go to my files here, I already have delete. I open it, and now I already have all the things here, all the items here, without me having to do nothing. Literally, this thing is amazing. You just click once, it will download all of the pictures, all the videos. The problem is, it doesn't just download them. If I go, for example, in my photos, right, it will literally put them by date, how they were originally downloaded. How you can see here, I have them by year, date, every single thing. Literally, it does every single thing automatically for you. It's amazing. Now here in photos, how you can see, we can do some of the things. So how you can see, I have some pictures of myself here. Now, when I go to settings and I go to intelligent, I have here personal people recognition, so identify and categorize people in images and videos, which I just downloaded with you guys. Text recognition, similar photos in duplicate, you have all kind of things, right? But if I go, well, now he has to do his own thing, so he's doing it in the background. But if I click on this picture, right, I can either wait for it to recognize it. But if you don't want to use AI, because I know most of the people today with AI, they're having some problems, you can literally just click on more, add to person, sorry, and click on me. and you just add manually people here. And now when you search for me, for example, you will have all the picture that you put yourself here. And how you can see, you have addresses, you have every single thing. So it will literally take the address when I took this picture. This thing, it's amazing. Now, for me, I'm not a person who actually is a big fan of AI. So I'm probably not going to use it. It will take resources from my device, which I don't really care if it recognizes people or not. I don't know who will care about it, but you have the option. If you don't want, you do have the option to actually use people recognition and all the things that normally you will need a cloud, because you need like a super powerful computer to run all those things in the background and stuff like that. You can do it on this NAS. It's super incredible. I really love it. Now, since we're on the topic of the interface, let me show you guys how this thing works. So you have here, how you can see, you have return to desktop if you want to return to desktop, and you have here on the top right my apps, and here you can see all of your applications that you have installed. Now, how you can see, I have control panel here where I can, you know, access and control every single thing about security and stuff like this. So if I go, for example, in security, you have firewall, you have account security, you can have two-factor notifications on this authentication. Sorry, I'm not using two-factor authentication, but you do have the option to activate it, because at the moment this is just for test. After that I will delete everything and set it up as my personal, rather than, you know, just make it so I can show a video on it. I got a firewall here, which I will recommend you guys to turn on. I will turn on when I'll do every single thing. And you have certificates and everything. And in security here you have all kind of stuff, enable DOS protection and all kind of things, right? And you have a lot of options. Now in file services here, how you can see, you have SMB. And once I enable this one, I will be able to connect with my Mac from here or with Windows device. So if I go to Finder and click on connect to a server, I will put the SMB // and the IP address of the UGREEN DXP4800 Plus and click connect. Once I click connect on it, it will ask me which one I want to use. How you can see, UGREEN I already have connected here. And then I can select, for example, personal folder or Docker. And when I go to personal folder here, how you can see, I have all of the files that I have, you know, for photos, my music, my movies, and the file that we just created with delete, so you can see all the thing. Now, once you select this one, let's close. Once you select, you know, your NAS and you connect to it, all you have to do is just copy and paste to a normal drive. For example, here in the UGREEN, when I have all the footage for this video that I'm still recording at the moment, I can copy this file and paste it right here. And once you will paste, you start pasting here. How you can see, it has 1.808 gigabytes, and it will take about a minute to upload this file. Now, this is because two things. One, my internet is 1 gigabyte speed, and second, how you can see, my Mac is actually connected via Wi-Fi, so it's not wired. When you connect two devices wire to wire, it will be, the connection is much stable and much faster. I have in my UGREEN connected as my wired, but I have my MacBook connected as Wi-Fi. But how you can see here, I'm copying the file, copy pasted with no problem at all. And that's how you'll be able to connect to it. You can use your hard drive, literally, or your UGREEN NAS as a regular hard drive in your computer. You can install apps, you can put movies, games, whatever you want to do, you can literally use it as you will one of the hard drive that you have on, inside the MacBook. Now, if you want to connect to this one but using Windows, you have the same option. Now, if I want to connect to Windows, for example, let's open here. This one is a Windows, but I connect to it via remote desktop, so I can control it from all over the place, right? And all you have to do is, how you can see, this window is starting. So all I have to do is just open files here. And here I will have to type // put the IP address of the UGREEN NAS, press enter. And how you can see, it will ask you for a username and a password. So I will put the username and the password that I just created for the NAS. Press enter. And voila, I have it here. Now on Windows, you have some really cool features. If I right click on this one, I can literally map network drive. So it will literally map it as a normal drive. I can select a letter, let's select W, how they say, reconnect automatically as when you sign in, and that's it. And now when I go to this computer, I have, how you can see, my DXP4800 Plus. Now coming back on the UGREEN interface, how you can see here I have multiple applications installed. One of them is Jellyfin. Jellyfin, you can use it to access your movies, TV shows, etc., music all over the world with UGREEN. Normally you can't access it all over the world, it should be only in your house, but with UGREEN you can actually do it. So, and I'm going to show you. So for example, I have here some movies, right? If I want to watch a movie, I just click play and voila, the movie is starting, and that's it. The movie is already started. Literally so fast, so easy to use, right? Now that Jellyfin, sorry, is not the only application you can use on this thing. For example, if you go to App Center here, you can see we have virtual machine, you have all kind of applications. You have text edit, you have snapshot. So snapshot is the one that you will kind of create like a backup and things like this for your NAS and everything. You have security, you have QB torrents, most of the people will be interested in those ones. Jellyfin, you have Home Assistant, which it will literally be a lifesaver. I'm going to set it up, I'm going to show you guys how this device is replacing a lot of things in my house. I have Firefox if I want to, and I have, for example, Cloud Drive, downloads, etc. and Docker. Now for me, I will install a, for example, Home Assistant now, and because I want to set it up and show you guys what I managed to do. And I will select in volume 1, configuration pack, I will put it in Docker and install, and that's it, believe it or not. Now while this one is doing it, let's open Docker. Now Docker, for those of you who doesn't know, it's an application that you can install services made for Linux NAS's operating system on every device, Windows, etc. But the fact that UGOS has Docker is literally incredible, because if I go to images here and I go to image database, how you can see here I have all kind of application. I have Ubuntu, I have Python, I have all kind of things. So for example, if I want to search for Plex, I have Plex here, and I can just click download, and that's it. I will install Plex. Now I'm happy with Jellyfin, but you do have this option. How you can see here in storage, how I set up my drive, I have one pool, 3.6 gigabytes. I have 2 drives inside of it, and both together making 3.6 terabytes. I didn't have any backup installed, so I'm on RAID 0. But the thing that you have Docker, you can install all the application on the planet. Now I'm going to show you guys a little bit of the mobile app outside of my house to see how cool it is. So how you can see, we're in the middle of nowhere, and what you have to do here, if you open UGREEN NAS application here, you can literally control every single thing from it, like literally every single thing. So how you can see, it will connect depending on your connection, and you have here all of the things. So you can go to your files and then check your files, whatever you have there. Again, it will depend on your internet connection. My internet is not the best, but how you can see, I can access my Docker, my movies, every single thing. I can literally go to Docker and I can install apps from Docker directly from this application. So you can see I have Plex here. I can literally click on plus and start creating the container and install Plex if I want to directly from my mobile phone. It's amazing. And since literally you just swipe here, and if you want to do anything else, you can literally do it from here. So for example, if I want to watch my photos, I can just click on photos and it will start loading my pictures here. Or if I want to watch Jellyfin, which is one of the things that most of the people will use it, I'll just click on Jellyfin. It will open in a secure browser, and voila, I can now watch my Jellyfin movies. All I have to do is just click play, wait for it to load. Again, this is depending on your internet connection. Put the phone, and how you can see, now the movie is playing. Literally magic, without you having to do anything special. And this is why I love this device. It's not like home, home server and stuff like that. You can just plug in, put a hard drive, install whatever you want, accesses worldwide with a simple application on your mobile phone, tablet, whatever you want. So you don't need a computer to fully set it up how you need on Synology, for example. This thing works perfectly. Now, for example, I managed to set up Home Assistant and I managed to make it my own. And the thing is that I was using Home Assistant before with a Raspberry Pi. now I can just use it with my NAS, and it's amazing. I managed to set up a couple of things here just to show you guys how it will look and stuff like this, but I set up my lights on it. But the most important thing, I set up my computer CPU so I can see how stressed it is and things like this, because I do use, you know, multiple mini computers for multiple things in the house, which I won't use anymore because the UGREEN does everything I want it to do. It literally replaces 4 little devices in my house, and I can do all of them with just this device. You can see with Home Assistant, I only do like a couple of things here. Like I added some clock, I add the weather, the download and upload that I have on my router, some cameras over here to shut down my gaming PC. I have my processor for one PC and the processor for another one. I have the battery health of my, well, the battery percentage of my iPhone and the Pixel. And here I have my data's locations and everything. So it's really, really amazing that I can replace my entire Raspberry Pi thing with just slim one device. It's literally, for me, it's superb. Now, another thing that I love about it is the File app, and believe it or not, this thing, it's amazing. So when I click on File, right, how you can see I have my own files here, but I can also connect to any network device. So for example, me, I have 2 mini PCs in the house, well, 3, and a Raspberry Pi working at the moment, right? This is one of those mini PCs. This is running my Plex at the moment, so I can double click on it and just go and, you know, access their files, and easily I can like copy and paste from another PC to this NAS without using a Windows, you know, like SMB, and connect to it. It will literally do everything automatically for me. How it does with OneDrive, that it will literally automatically download all of my pictures and all the things, it will do the same thing. This File app, it's amazing. The power that you get by doing this one, it's incredible, because I don't need a full computer to work with this one. I can just connect with the File app from UGREEN, copy what I need from my server, bring it to this server, magic. Now, the last thing that I want to show you guys is virtual machine. Now, here you can see I have a Windows 10 virtual machine running over here. And what I have to do is literally you just click connect. And how you can see here is connecting to my virtual machine, which is my Windows computer at the moment, right? The best thing about it is that you can use you can use a computer in browser, which is not going to be the best experience because, you know, it's laggy. How you can see, you know, it is laggy. What I do, I use my Windows in Windows app. Now, what is Windows app? Windows app is an application that you can connect. You can remote connect to every single Windows PC that it has Pro version installed. So what I did, I installed Windows 10 Pro on it. I didn't install Windows 11 because the requirement that you have to log in with your Microsoft account just to go to the desktop. So this is the only reason. You can actually install Windows 11 if you want to. So what I do, I install this one, and this is the way I control all of my computer in the house, but I can also control Windows 10 from UGREEN. So this is my IP address that I have from UGREEN, because believe it or not, it will actually give your Windows or your virtual machine a new IP address. It will, the router will think it's another computer. It's literally amazing. So I put the UGREEN username and the password, well, the password and the username that you give to Windows. This is how I called it, and I click connect. Now I click connect. I'm just waiting, it's configuring, and I have a Windows PC literally using my NAS. And you can do whatever you want with it. So for example, you can go on the internet. You can go on youtube.com/tech. Apologies, I have a British keyboard. Tech for Life 91. And I can literally just, and I put it up. And I can literally just watch a YouTube video here completely. I can do whatever, I can use it like a normal, literally like a normal machine. I can click on a video here and I will get the act. I even have sound, like literally like a normal computer. And I can do whatever I want. I can go on Google, let's go on UGREEN website, DXP4800 plus, and I have it right here as UK, and I can literally use this thing as my Windows PC. I don't need to stay with another 3 Windows PCs just to have multiple things. I can do whatever I want here. I can install a VPN here. I can literally do what you will do with the normal Windows. You can't play games. This is the only thing, you won't be able to play games. Other than that, this is perfect. So yeah, the thing that you have the power to do all of this one, it's amazing. Now, if I shut down, for example, here, I will shut down the virtual machine, right? It will submit the virtual machine, it will shut it down. When I don't need the virtual machine, I can shut it down. When I need it, I can simply just open it, and that's it. This NAS, it's incredible, and I have to admit, it's probably the best one I used in like a long time. Now you have here power and everything, you know, all the things. If I go into settings, here is how you will create the virtual machine. This is literally the setup guide. When you go to new VM, create manually, you select the disk. I only have a IOS MSRE, I only have the virtual machine here. You select what do you want to install. I want to install it under volume 2, which is my Nvme drive. Next, and how you can see, you literally have the same thing how I have in edit here. And how you can see, I have CPU, I only give it 2 cores. Memory RAM, I only give it 4 GB of RAM. And this is the part when I was saying it's very important that you can upgrade your memory RAM, because I can add more memory RAM to my Windows and it will be voila. The disk drive, I give it 60 GB, and the network is a E1000. This one just leave it by default. UGREEN will do every single thing for you. So yeah, this is virtual machine. So at the end of the day, the UGREEN DXP4800 Plus, it's an amazing device that you can literally do whatever you want with it. It can be your computer, it can be your NAS, it can be your Netflix, it can be your Spotify. It will literally download all of the pictures from Google Drive or OneDrive, wherever you are, and it will literally make it your own. No more subscriptions to pay, no more nothing. This little device for me is going to replace 4 things in my house. I'm going to unplug them all and keep everything on this one. I will keep a Windows virtual machine using just this one. I will have my Plex and Jellyfin on it. I will have my Home Assistant on it, and it will be my NAS and my personal cloud, because you can access it from wherever you are in the world. So yeah, if you do want an advice for me, if you're looking for a NAS right now, give this one a try. It literally worth every single penny that you're going to pay on it. But this is my opinion. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and I'll see you guys in the next one.